account?
The state would love for us to start reserve funds. And I explained to them, if we do a reserve, can we do this? And they said, no. You'd have to borrow money. And I said, I don't think it's in the best interest of the town to borrow money and pay interest to a bank when we have the money in a different account.
Right.
Why would we do that? It doesn't make any sense. And the auditors don't argue, they can't argue it, but they refuse to put anything in writing saying, that they agree with that. But they do,
They didn't like.
the auditors do agree, whether it's on paper or
Right.
not, that it would be foolish to borrow money.
Right, they weren't impressed with the building fund we have. They thought that was, what do you got this money for in here? I said, well, we gotta build the buildings, and I thought, get a couple of 20,000 a year, will give us a good start, I felt. And, well, geez, that's not really what you should be doing, and this and that. I said, I'm a farmer, I think it's fairly simple. A lot of this stuff, it's, maybe it's, I mean, everybody does look for pennies. You're counting your pennies. There's no doubt. Nothing's a great thing today, I don't think. But we try to pay, steal from Paul to pay Peter to keep things going. And I feel it's a right way to do it. Maybe it's not how the state looks at this. Isn't how it's,
As long as you have a plan for the money, which we do, they are pretty good about it. As long as, if we just had a general A savings with all that money in it, and then they would have a problem. But we have regular general A savings, we have a general A building, we have a general A pipeline, which is money we got from the pipeline. If any damage gets done to the road or any liability, we have money there to pay for any of that. That's all separate. We have a highway DA savings, we have a highway DA equipment savings, we have a highway DA bridge savings. So all these things are earmarked, so it's not just unassigned fund balance, it's assigned fund balance.
And you have to use it for that purpose.
That's correct.
yes.
Just another question. I kind of poured on to where years ago, and it seemed to make sense to me when we were at the last meeting and Gary talked about the condition of where he is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you're going to get done before the winter, and he was indicating he wasn't going to have heat.
Well, I've got a hold of Dave Allen. That we mentioned that at the building meeting on Tuesday, and I got a call into him. I haven't talked to him, but I called John Campbell, and John said he would unlock the house so Dave could go see what the furnace situation is.
So you're looking to at least get through this winter.
We're not going to have a building for Gary this winter. No. If we can do it by, if we can have it by next fall this time, I think we'd be happier than a pig in shit.
Okay, that makes sense.
It'd be great, but I know, like we talked to Morton Building, and they're saying, you get the concrete piers in, and then they can put the building up in the winter,
right?
Because there's nice enough days you can do that.
Oh, homes like that.
So that's what is I'm hoping we can get something done. If they can put the piers in with the power overhead, I don't know if they can do that even. I really don't know.
You don't want to jump ahead if you're not going to be able to finish the road.
Right. But if we can get the piers, I don't care. I'd just love to get the piers in, because then it opens our doors up to continuation.
Well, thank you for answering the question.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Anybody else? Yes, Dave.
I was just going to mention in reference to having a special meeting. I know that no matter how you do it, not everybody gets informed. That's the way life goes. But I just wanted to say I appreciate the fact that everybody was doing their homework before the meeting so that you can give us informed information tonight. Because that's how I kind of view it. That you guys were doing some preliminary work. You weren't voting on things. You weren't making decisions. You were.
We never even called it to
time out of all of
official meeting
to do that.
I don't think so.
I understand
right. That, I wish there was some way everybody could know about it.
The problem,
but I just want you to know I appreciate the fact that you do your homework, you spend the extra time so that we can make informed decisions.
Well, I appreciate that, Dave. But I'm one that, if anybody knows me, if I get a bug I'm gonna jump on it and go, I'm sorry.
Well, we just looked at the wrong paper, that's.
Right, well, I'm sorry, you know, but that, I mean, that was, I mean, it was, yeah, we never even called it, I don't think we ever called it to session or anything. Because I think we went outside doing measurings when,
Came back in.
yeah, came back in and just sat down and started visiting. So,
Like I said, we looked at the Walton,
Yeah.
I thought it was the Walton Reporter's only a weekly paper, that it used the Daily Star,
No.
because it's a daily paper.
no, just a weekly, and I had to have that week's notice, so we, as I said, I was in Delhi on Monday, so I was able to get it in. It was supposed to be in on Friday, but they squeezed it in on Monday morning, I got there. But that's who I am. If I think it's viable and we can, you know, get going on it, I like the thought of jumping into it. That's why today I met with a cell tower lady, and then I went home and was on the phone probably for almost 2 hours trying to get a hold of the engineering thing with NICEAG. You on hold? Yeah, we'll get you the power outage, you're this, you're that, and you'll pay your bill on whatever, you know. But I finally got a good operator that helped me and, you know, channeled me through it. So it's, you know, it's going forward. And if there's anything that comes out, you know, it'll be as open as we can be, I guess. So is there any other questions? I did get a letter from Craig DeMund, the sheriff, Delaware County Sheriff, that they're gonna email all the sex offenders and stuff, I guess, to the county, to the town board, to the town clerk's office. So we're not gonna get postcards anymore, it's gonna be emailed. It'll save money.
But there'll still be something that could be posted in the office.
Yeah, it'll still be posted, but it's gonna go, instead of being mailed to either the town sheds or myself or wherever, they're gonna email it. So, we gotta resubmit this so they have the email address. Let's talk to Eric, I guess. Health Department for the troubled water. And we haven't seen any of the, to my knowledge, we haven't seen the $5,000 that we've supposedly qualified for through the state grant for the new lighting at the town sheds. And that's about it for me. Has anybody else got anything? Did I forget anything?
The cheesecake.
Pardon?
You forgot the cheesecake.
Oh, there's time for that. There's always time. But thank you for the reminder. Is there anything else to come before the board? Anything from the board?
I move to adjourn.
Motion moved.
I'll second.
Have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
And thank you very much for coming.
9:01, son.
That?
It's 9:01.
Thank you. And I'm not used to voices yet. Who made the motion? Who seconded it?
Garrett and Dave.
Garrett, thank you.
Yeah.